Let's go. What's going on, Streamcast? You're just about to watch Sean and Tyrone get into battle. We can see Sean right now picking his team. Oh yeah, I didn't do the prediction. So here we go. Literally, you guys are going to think I'm joking. Sean is literally in the Discord right now just going, I don't want it, I don't want it, I don't want it. So let us get a prediction going. We've got a Garchomp versus Gyarados lead, which is... These guys are not messing about already. These guys are really not messing about. I'm going to start a prediction for this chat here. For this battle, should I say. And we've already got a Dynamax in the first turn. Now that shiny Gyarados there is almost certainly a Moxie set. So if Gyarados manages to deal the finishing blow to a Pokemon, it gets an attack boost, which is dangerous as it is, because Gyarados is a very, very powerful attacker as it stands. He goes for the Max Geyser, and that is not going to do anything because of the substitute there, which is a great play from Garchomp. Now, is Garchomp going to substitute its way out of this Dynamax situation? Because that is a play, the maths is there. Because the way substitute works is, you sacrifice 25% of your HP to create a substitute, which takes the damage for your next attack. So basically, if the move would have done more than 25% damage, it's a great trade-off. So there we have a max airstream. So Sean knows that those substitutes are coming in, so instead he's taking the opportunity to boost his own stats. So now he's got the speed boost. He hasn't taken the Garchomp out, but he's put himself in a good position to do so in the future. Both Garchomp and Gyarados are very, very powerful Pokemon, very strong Pokemon. Fast, physical attackers, exciting to watch. So he's gone for a max airstream again, but this time there was no substitute out. I think Tyrone was potentially gambling to see if the maths would work for him to survive. But now that Gyarados has got a Moxie, and this could be an immediate Gyarados sweep. Gyarados is now faster and physically stronger than pretty much everything Tyrone has got to offer. We're going to need a very well-timed Dynamax here to prevent what could be a very brutal, very one-sided 6-0 sweep here. And that is very much on the cards. And that Gyarados is incredibly versatile. We just saw there 4 different types. But we have got the Dynamax. We've got the Dynamax in now. So this Lapras, Dynamax or Gigantamax Lapras as it is. Yep, it is the Gigantamax version. You see there with the music notes floating around. That is one of, if not the scariest Gigantamax Pokemon. I certainly don't want to come up against that. So we've got the Max Lightning here, which is pretty much going to get rid of that Gyarados. It does in one hit, and that is the well-timed Dynamax that we were talking about. This battle is nowhere near finished. Absolutely nowhere near finished. So what does Sean bring in next? He hasn't got a lot for this, in all honesty. He has not got a lot to do with a Lapras. He's going for the Venusaur. Okay. Well, Venusaur is not a fun Pokemon to face. Probably my least favourite Pokemon of all time. But that's going to go for the Giga Drain. Now, is it going to have the speed against Lapras? It is. It goes for it. Doesn't do an awful lot. I expected more from that there. I expected more from that. And now we've got the G Max Resonance, which is basically a super powered Max Hail, and Venusaur is gone, and Sean is in trouble here. Sean is in big trouble. He's nervous. I don't think he's got anything for it. Now the reverse sweep could be on here. The reverse could absolutely be on. We thought Gyarados was going to get it. It didn't. So now Sean is looking between the options of Mimikyu and Charizard. Mimikyu, probably the smarter option here. Mimikyu, of course, has the disguise ability, which means it can tank a first hit. And only take 1/8 of its expected damage. But he's going to need to set up. So I anticipate he's probably going to try and set up a Swords Dance here. Get that massive attack boost. Take the first hit. And then try and do massive damage next turn. And there we go. We see that there. We see that Swords Dance coming up. That Swords Dance. Boost that attack by 2 levels. So it just depends what move he goes into next. And as you can see there, that very, very powerful attack doing nothing, only breaking the disguise there, and minimal damage, as you can see. So that is Lapras out of Dynamax now against a Mimikyu with +2 attack and some very, very powerful moves. Which one is Sean going to go into here? Lapras doesn't have any resistances against the type of moves that Sean uses on that Mimikyu. We're going to get a Shadow Claw. It's going to do big damage, but not big enough. And of course, this is a Life Orb set, so Sean loses some HP here. And the Freeze Dry on the Mimikyu almost takes it out, but it survives on 5 HP. This next move is going to be important, and Sean, I think, is going for another Shadow Claw. I think the maths is just about enough, and it is. That would have been between 1 or 2 HP in that. That is a big, big move. He sacrifices himself with the Life Orb damage, but gets rid of one of the most troublesome Pokemon on Tyrone's roster. So now they both trade a Pokemon each. Now, depending on what they both go into here, this could change the entire momentum of this battle. This is a really tense one. Sean is fighting for his life at this point. He wants that place in the final. He's gone for the Togekiss. Now, this Togekiss is a real problem. It's bulky, but we've also got Ferrothorn. He says, okay, you want to bring your bulk? I can bulk too. Now, Sean's Togekiss, I believe, is a max speed, max special attack one, and he's going to boost that special attack even more with that nasty plot there that boosts that special attack by 2. It's a special equivalent of Swords Dance, and we get a Leech Seed. Leech Seed on Ferrothorn is nasty. It's really nasty. That is not fun to play with. This is going to be an interesting battle, but the Flare Blitz here, oh, that would have done something, but the Protect, it's smart. It's very smart from Tyrone. Tyrone is doing bits right now. And also doing that extra damage there from Leech Seed. Passive damage is a good way to get around bulk. It definitely is. Now, the Fire Blast is more than likely going to land this time. Now, it's not the most accurate move, but if it hits, it's 4 times super effective against Ferrothorn, which has got bulk, but not nasty plot Fire Blast levels of bulk. So let's see how this plays out. What is Tyrone's next move? Does he stay in here or does he swap out? The Leech Seed is still going to do his business. A good swap here could pretty much win him the game, but he stayed in instead, and it's missed! It's missed, and now he's gone for the Gyro Ball, which does more damage the slower you are than your opponent, and it's super effective. And Togekiss just survives thanks to that great bulk. But let's not forget, yes, that weakness policy is going to boost the attacks, but is Leech Seed enough to take Togekiss down? It is! Tyrone has played a blinder here, and Sean is backs against the wall. Now, still got good Pokemon here. We're talking about Charizard and Dragapult here. Charizard clearly capable of taking out a Ferrothorn here. Shiny Charizard looking very good in that black and red, if I do say so myself. Now, what does he do here? Does it land? And does it take out our Ferrothorn? Let's have a look. What is the play here? I can imagine he's going to go for the Protecting of Ferrothorn again, just to scout out the attack, which would be an absolutely understandable move in this situation, whereas Sean is going to be desperate to get rid of this. He's currently 4-2 down It's not looking good for him at the moment. And he has gone for the Protect. Of course he's gone for the Protect. And he went for the Flamethrower, which would have done enough damage probably to take it out in one. His Ferrothorn's got no boost on it. It's probably going to go down now to this Flamethrower, unless he's got some kind of crazy item that lets him survive. He does not have anything of the sort. He goes down, and now it is just one Pokemon in it. It's 3-2 in terms of remaining Pokemon. So now he brings out the Toxtricity, and this could be dangerous. Toxtricity, of course, has access to very, very powerful electric moves, but the Scorching Sands are going to do big damage from the Charizard, and it gets rid of it, and suddenly this has come back all around. It is now even Stevens, 4-4 on score, 2 Pokemon each remaining. Now Charizard is... Oh, now he's got the Mimikyu out there. Now Mimikyu is going to cause a problem here, because there's no way to take out Mimikyu in one hit. So what happens next? What does he go for? Sean is contemplating switch into Dragapult. Now if this Mimikyu goes straight into a Ghost move, that's a problem. Now Sean seems to have decided against that. He's looking to try and do something with the Charizard. I imagine Mimikyu at this point is probably going to set up Swords Dance, and it does, as you would expect. So that's now going to be big attack on that Mimikyu. Charizard going for the Flamethrower, maybe hoping for the burn here. If he does get the burn, this is a stroke of genius and a stroke of luck. Let's see what happens. Does he get the burn off on this? The disguise is busted. The damage is done. There is no burn. That's unfortunate. He's staying in. He wants that Flamethrower. I think he knows he can't get a safe switch into Dragapult, so he's going to have to maybe sacrifice Charizard. Has it got enough port to deal with his Shadow Claw? It does not, and this is going to be dangerous. It was a critical hit. I don't know if the crit mattered there. I don't know if it mattered, but it was big, big damage. Now Dragapult is coming out. It is Sean's last Pokemon. This is Sean, the tournament favourite, by the way. Now, the disguise is busted. Dragapult is faster than Mimikyu. If he hits a Ghost move first time, then he's good. Now, he's looking like he's going for the Phantom Force, which would make him also invulnerable until he gets hit. And being faster puts him in a good position there. Now, the smart move for Sean here, the smart move for Tyrone here is to switch into something. If he has a normal type Pokemon, the switch into that there is absolutely brilliant, because there's nothing that Sean can do about that. But you don't know what that play is. Mimikyu almost certainly goes down to a Phantom Force at this point. Almost certainly. This is tense. This is tense. Tyrone are really thinking this through. Does he go for a swap? Does he try and play out? Does he sacrifice Mimikyu for a clean switch into the next Pokemon? It's tense, it's tense, it's tense. So he stayed in, taking the Dragon, the Dragon Force, the Phantom Force. And Mimikyu goes down, giving him a safe, well, a clean swap in. There's not really such thing as a safe swap in against Dragapult. So now it is his final Pokemon, and it is the Cinderace. Now, there's the play here. Do they go for... They've both got moves that will be invulnerable for a turn. So if one goes for Bounce at the right time, and the other goes for Phantom Force at the right time, this could play out interestingly. Now he's gone for the Dragon Dart, which is a 2-hit, same turn attack. Which means that any kind of Focus Sash or anything like that just simply doesn't work. But what does Tyrone do here? This is down to the wire, quite literally. Dragapult goes for the Dragon Darts. They're going to hit hard, but not hard enough to take it out. Now, what does Cinderace have? Cinderace has gone for the Bounce here, but it's the slower of the two Pokemon. Meaning meaning that that is probably a throw here because Dragapult can do exactly the same, disappear on the turn the bounce comes down. Phantom Force doesn't miss. The bounce is going to come down and miss. Dragapult is going to outspeed, hit with the Phantom Force. And that is the GG, and Sean clutches victory from the jaws of defeat there, and that is a win for Pass Assault. Can we get some GGs in the chat? What an amazing battle yet again. What an amazing